Hey, you guys are up in the back dancing. A little Saturday night dance is here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Dance, right? Let me turn that down. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight on this lazy Saturday night chat. My name is Glenda, and I'm so appreciative for each of y'all to be here. It has been wonderful not being sick, but unfortunately, I'm still left with the frog in my throat. So I've got plenty of tea ready to go and my water. So hopefully we're going to get through this. And but I have somebody who is joining me for this lazy Saturday night, and I'd like to bring her in. Hey, Aunt Lynn.
Hi, Linda.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's fun to dance.
I know, I've been dancing in the background. But yeah.
I saw you down there, and I'm like, go Aunt Lynn, go Aunt Lynn, go Aunt Lynn, go Aunt Lynn, get it, girl. Y'all don't let her fool you. She's got some moves. I'm just saying, I've seen this woman on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah, you have.
I have. At a couple of weddings.
Hi, Teresa. Hello.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let me just turn the music off.
Okay. Well, I was getting a hello, Lynn, so I wanted to answer
that. For sure, for sure.
I love how Jesse pronounces her name.
Oh, I know.
He can roll it out.
He can roll the R's.
Well, there's no R in there, but he just makes her name sound so.
I know. He's like, yum. I know he does a good job with that. Well, let's see who's in the house. And first in was Joe Fix It For You. And I have to say something, Joey. You missed my, actually, I should say the word. I missed being first in by like a half a second because I was typing out, hi, everyone, welcome in. And Joey Fix It For You beat me to it. So that's pretty good, Joey. I'm going to give you some high five there, brother. And then next in, he said, praying that you feel better soon. I feel amazing. Yes. I feel great. I've got all of my energy back. I scrubbed my kitchen down today, and I've been doing laundry, and I went out and played with my little chickens. I got a funny story to tell you that happened. So I've been out doing things. It's just the frog in the throat, unfortunately, is still here. So next in we had Troy Sutton. He was 42 minutes away and he was dancing. He's dancing. Ooh. And then next in is the beautiful and Miss Talented Rebecca Touch My Urn. Hey, girl. I know. Yes. Hopefully you and Ronald are doing good and staying warm and staying healthy. The next thing we have Psalm 146. She says, good God's glorious afternoon, Glenda and everyone. I'll be here in the bushes. I'm so glad you're here, sweetheart. Thank you for joining in, and I appreciate it. And then, my big brother, your nephew.
I know.
Back from the hospital. I know. So I'm just, man, he needs a lot of prayers. He's not feeling good. He bolstered through last night with not procrastination, but prime time on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And so and that was a long live too, to sit there for him. For me, I just needed to sip something, but my heart went to you, big bro. Hopefully they figured it out and you're going to get well soon. It's the most important thing. And then, Troy came back. He said, hey, it's nice to spend time with you folks.
Hi, Troy.
Okay, so he did get more meds.
Yes.
Good. And then next in, there it is right there.
Yes.
It's the frogs. It's the froggy sound. And there's probably a couple of them stuck in there and they just need to come out. And it's funny, my voice. I've been trying to sing songs all day today. You know, the Bible says, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, you know,
Yeah.
and I was sitting there going, ah! I don't know if that's pretty good or not. Sorry, Lord. I don't know if that's a joyful noise, but, you know,
I think
I was
so. I think
happy.
so.
I was happy. And then next in was Teresa Jukowitz. She says,
Yeah.
hi, Mr. Grace. Oh, Miss Teresa, I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're doing good and staying warm. Let's see. Scott says, hello, all the pills are in drinking my liver cleaner. Good. Good. He got some tea that he was talking about from a friend. And I think it was
Yes.
like $20. That's what he paid.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just takes it a certain times.
Yeah. You don't want to take it like 24/7, but yep.
No,
And
no.
thank you so much. Please tap the thumbs up for Glenda. Oh, my big brother's making fun of me. You know, I am squeaky. I mean, I really am. And I mean, at least I'm here. I'm sitting up. I'm not in bed. You know what? Day 2 of having full energy.
Right.
And then, oh, Karma's here. Karma and I are going to start going live together over on her channel on Tuesday for Talk About It Tuesday. And I'm really excited to join her in on this. And yeah, I mean, just what a godsend she is. She's a blessing. And I'm honored that she invited me over to do that with her. And I was supposed to start this past Tuesday, but I was literally in bed. So I didn't mean to stand her up or anything. And I really didn't have any kind of voice at that point. So the fact that I'm squeaking tonight, I guess I'm getting better. So let's see here. And then let me see if there's anybody else I missed. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, just for you, Aunt Lynn.
Yes, I'm his favorite. He's one of my favorite nephews.
Yes.
He is my favorite Canadian nephew.
He is my favorite big brother.
That's right.
He is. I mean, he really is my big brother. I really love him so much.
He was a lifesaver to us in New York.
He was. Why don't you tell that story? Because I'm going to take a sip.
He didn't know that he was going to wind up having to help three damsels in distress, or at least one in full distress. We went to check on your mother's house, and we all 3 walked in, and oh my gosh, we smelled gas. Oh, it was gas. It was gas.
Oh my gosh. And it was like right in our faces.
Oh yeah, it really was. It really was.
We're kind of running a little bit late to meet up with Scott for dinner.
Yes, we were going to have such a good dinner and such a good time and fellowship.
But we were running late to dinner because we got in late, and then we got hit with the smell, and it was like we were mortified.
It was a gas, but it wasn't like it wasn't cooking gas or heating gas, that type. It was sewer gas. Because
Scott recognized it when he walked, because it didn't smell sewery to us. But it did not
at all. No, there was no sewer smell in it. And he said, "Have you? How long has it been since you've turned on your water, flushed your toilets, taken a shower, a bath? How long has it been?" And excuse me. And she was like, "Well, it's been so long." And he said, "That's what it is. Yeah, you're smelling. It's coming up through the pipes." And we started opening the windows. It was cold too. Remember? It was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. But here's the thing. Mom going into dinner, she was so upset over the smell. We didn't know what it was at that point, and Scott hadn't been over. And Mom was.
And you think you're going to blow up?
You could see Mom sitting at dinner, just like freaking out. She was trying to remain calm, but it was like, I'm trying to sell this house, and we're up here, to make the finals to do this, to sell the house. And I think she brought some of that energy in, and poor Scott, it wasn't Scott. Mom was just upset. And then just to see Scott go, well, do you want me to come over and see if we could take a look at it? Maybe I can come up with something before you go spend all this money. And mom's like, come on over. And
Yes, please,
and I
please.
could just see my mother just, it was just like
Really,
relax, you know,
yeah,
and it
really.
was just, oh, Scott's such a blessing. And all night we talked about
Absolutely.
after dinner, but when us girls were together, how much of a blessing he was.
Because it was the first time we'd all met one another in person, and it's just such a blessing to us, such a blessing.
Such a
So
big,
we opened the windows and we ran all the waters and we kept flushing the toilets, the commodes, and you know what? That just resolved the issue, didn't it? It just resolved.
it did, it did. And then we enjoyed our time, and mom enjoyed her time with Scott too. I mean, just to see her relax. So it was, yeah, such a
Really
godsend.
was.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
go
I was
ahead,
saying
because
next in was
yes,
Jesse and Lisa. Hello, Squeaky and everybody. I know I'm squeaking along. I'm
here's
squeaking
Buddy.
along.
I'm Buddy.
I am. I am. Let's see here. The Lord ran. Oh, probably. Okay, I think it was for something else.
When you were singing.
What am I doing in my pajamas and robe? I'm not in my pajamas and robe. They're Jesse. I'm wearing jeans. See?
Oh,
No
oh, oh.
pajamas.
Look at
That's
those
what
pajama bottoms.
I
Oh, they
know.
look at those PJ bottoms.
I know. My blue jeans. That was just for you. I just shook a leg. Here, I'm shaking a leg for Jesse. Here we go, Jesse.
Actually, Jesse, I know that she's in her clothes because cameraman and I went over this morning and we arrived at her house about 10 o'clock. So this morning
Yeah.
and visited, did some things together.
You brought over the calendar for me. You were on your way to the hospital and you brought over a calendar for me.
Right.
I thought was super sweet because it was in your path and we got to hug each other. So she got to see me.
It was really, we had a great time. And I have to tell you a story about the hospital. We arrived at the hospital. Mm-hmm. And there's no receptionist there, you know, on the weekend. There should be, you know, just because it's the weekend, the hospitals ought to hire, you know, ought to hire people to run the information desk on the weekend. But you dialed operator, so I dialed operator, and I said, we'd like to know where room 170 is, and who's the patient. And I said, the patient is so and so, and she said, we don't have a patient by that name here, Glenda.
You went all the way to the hospital and she wasn't there.
In another town, everybody, which was fine because we got to visit with Glenda. But she transferred back to our town this week. So I called her another friend and I said, where is she? You know, I thought
disappeared.
She said, I thought I told you she got transferred back to our city. It was like, no.
I drove all the way down there to go see you. At least she made a pit stop and I got my calendar. So that was nice.
Oh, it was worth seeing you. My gosh, are you kidding me? So we went and saw her for a little while. We have a wonderful neighbor, just wonderful lady. And she has a ramp on her, you know, instead of stairs, she has a ramp. And bless her heart, she come down that ramp here about 2 weeks ago, and she broke her left hip and her left arm. And she's about 92, and she's but we found out she's going to rehab at home.
Oh, wonderful! They'll bring in.
They're going to come to the house. Yes.
Good.
So she'll be just like, you know, I think that will, if it doesn't work out, she can always go to a rehab center, obviously.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that they're really good with their rehabs. Sir Grace had surgery last year and he had in-home rehab, and that made life so much easier and kind of helped him speed up and get back to life. And then he was able to do outpatient rehab at that point.
Yes, so that's what she's going to have. So,
oh, good deal. And then I can probably smell a sewer full of gas. Yeah, that was coming from the house at Mom's. And I saw that there was a question. Here it is. What causes the gas to come up? and it was the P trucks were empty because the house sat empty for 2 months. Mom was in the process of selling her house as they were coming back here. So we went up not only to meet Scott, but also to finalize the house as far as cleaning and she had to do paperwork and then finalize some things with the property as she was getting ready to sell it. And I think it sold a week or two after we left. Like it was like we were up there to do that kind of final thing.
The gentleman that bought their house is a doctor, and she knew if he walked in, he'd go, "Oh," So
he caused so many problems as they were trying to exit there was they kept the property up, and let me say, if there was any way I could transport that entire house down here, I'd live in that house. That was one of the prettiest ones.
Yeah, she misses that house. She misses the exercise. She had four sets of stairs that she could go up and down all day on. Well,
there's some coming into the house and then into the basement. I forgot about that.
And then to where her office was.
Yeah, up at the attic.
We called it the attic, but
Scott got to see it, and it was a gorgeous home.
It was real pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, look who came in after.
Is that Carlene?
That is Kentucky woman,
Miss Carlene. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And then I just have to say something really quick. So hang on a second. Let's see here. Time for some music. If you're gonna dance. Oh, well, there you go. That's your dance. Do your leg too, Aunt Lynn. Throw your leg up there.
I know. I'm throwing my leg up. You can't see it.
We're chair dancing.
Oh, I went to the nursing home. There we go. There's my leg.
You got your jeans on too. Look at you.
I don't have my pajamas on. I have my jeans on. Usually pajamas this time of night.
Well, I know I'm usually too, but it's time for a Saturday night lazy chat, and I don't think people want to see me in my PJs. That ain't pretty.
Well, now, hey, we had a PJ party one time, your mother and I, on the official Lynn show. It was a PJ party, and we had a great time. We had a great time in our PJs, I have to say. So maybe we'll have a PJ party again someday.
Yeah, well, I'm down for that. They do that with school too. See, my daddy sold their house after my mama passed. I wanted it so bad I couldn't afford it. Now it's been sold 3 times in the last 10 years, about 5 times the amount. It's sad. Well, on an interesting note, it's been 3 years now, I think. I wanted my mom's house out in the country, kind of close to where you're at. And we didn't tell anybody that, other than my sister, that we were coming up to look at the property to make sure that it was well maintained. And the gentleman that was selling it, he was trying to get double. And we went through the property, and oh my gosh, in a year and a half, there was so much damage that had happened. And it just was not conducive for Sir Grace and I to buy it. It was out in the country with acreage, and so it was sad for us. So
he did not keep it up. He just did not keep up the property, and your mother and Dave had kept it up so very well.
Oh, it was nice. It had a barn. What was it? A 6-car garage.
Yep, 6-car garage barn with a finished.
Eight. 1,
it was
2,
huge.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there was 8.
Right, it was huge. And then upstairs, Dave had his man cave, and it was fabulous man cave.
So, he made that. He because I think just the floor was down, and if I'm not mistaken, he went in and he did all the himself, insulated the walls and put the ceiling in, and he made it into that gorgeous man cave. Gorgeous.
The ceiling was wood. You remember that?
Yeah. And it was, and
I mean, not paneling, wood strips, real wood.
Kind of like shiplap, sort of
Yes,
like
yes.
shiplap. Not
That's what I
shiplap,
was thinking.
sort of.
No. You had another guest. You've had another, yeah.
Yes. See, real quick, Steve and I've been in our PJs for the last 2 weeks, finally beginning to feel better. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. I know the stuff that's going around in our area. I mean, you're only a couple of hours away from us. It's pretty bad. So keep getting better. And then Fisherman 506. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. I will say that they maintained and even renovated and updated Daddy's house. It looked nice, but it isn't the same. Yeah.
Yes.
I know that if the previous owners of our property were to come in, they would say the same thing, that it's not what it was when they sold it to us. We've had to do a lot of maintenance and fixing it up because the builders, they cut a lot of things like they shouldn't have. And so we've had to do a lot of fixing up. And then, of course, the kitchen renovation, because the kitchen was probably the worst part of the house. So, yeah, so we've done a lot. And I'm sure that they would say the same thing. And then we put in an ADA compliant shower for Sir Grace.
Yeah, your master bathroom is very, very nice. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that helps out too. So let's see here. I have a lead on 600 acres back. The house sissy. Oh man, that's tempting. 600 acres. Wow. I'd love to have acreage. That's something, I would love. Okay, so I have to tell you my funny chicken story that happened this afternoon. So because I've been sick, I haven't been out with the hens because I just haven't had the energy. And yesterday, Sir Grace beat me to it. So today I went out to take care of the girls. And I just was taking my time, and I picked up a couple of the girls and just loved on them. And they were just chirping at me, just as they do. They're sweet little girls. And so I went and I picked up Coco, who is my favorite chicken of all the girls. Coco's mine. And so I'm holding Coco and I'm like, oh, Coco, I just love you. I'm so sorry I haven't seen you in a while. I'm just loving on her. And she's talking to me. And all of a sudden, this icicle off the outside of the run came down. It crashed. I mean, it scared me, but more importantly, it scared the crap out of the girls. But the next thing I know, Coco was flying out of my arms. She jumped up on my back. She pulled all of my hair out, and her wings were smacking me in the face.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
2 miles an hour. And I'm like, man, I'm going to be beat red I'm coming on the show because Coco.
Oh my gosh, Linda. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. If it isn't your throat giving you trouble, it's the chicken giving you trouble.
I know. It was funny. I was telling Sir Grace about it just before the show started. And he looked over and I said, I took my jacket off or my sweater off to make sure that there wasn't anything left. And he goes, Glenda, there's still some here. And there was. He pulled it off. I mean, those girls flew and threw everything up in the air. I mean, it was just, but the fact that she got up in my hair, pulled my hair completely out of this thing. And then she's like, I mean, my hair's down. And
then she's like,
yeah, right. With her wings flapping me in the face. Jeez. So what a slap in the face. You're giving her loves and apologizing and she flogs you. How rude. I know. I picked her back up and then I just told her, I said, oh, Coco, I'm so sorry, Coco. And she calmed down and then she nestled down and just let me pet her. But yeah, we had a moment there. I mean, it was funny.
If somebody saw that happening, your neighbor, he's like, oh my gosh.
Especially my neighbor who's our mayor of the subdivision.
Oh, yes. The mayor of the subdivision would be going, she's getting attacked by him. I knew
chickens were bad. I knew it. She's being attacked by one of the girls. They're dangerous. They're vicious. Don't you know that they're related to the dinosaurs? Ah. I mean, that bird flu, I don't worry about it. But being attacked by a hen, yeah, very much so. Oh, Alfonso, you're here. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you're having a blessed day. Thank you. I hope you are too. Yes. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Chickens they're funny little beings, I just have to say. But I hadn't seen Coco in so long, and we were having a sweet moment. And then all of a sudden, that darn icicle.
Startled. She just got startled.
She did. It startled me too, but I wasn't, because it came down. It was crashing sound.
She didn't pick her up and start spanking her.
No, she was spanking me with her wings.
I know.
No chickens were harmed in the process, but maybe a human was.
Yeah, just a human. Yeah. In this production, there was no animal hurt.
No animal problem. All girls are accounted for. Everybody is healthy and no broken bones. We are good to go. One human had stuff all over and had to redo her hair.
Picking out the feathers and all the
because she lost some. In the process, she lost some feathers.
That's her heart.
I know. Have you heard of the lynch fighter chicken? Related. They're crazy huge. You should look at them up. They're neat birds. I'm wondering if it's the same one that I've seen going around. I bet they're massive sized birds. I'll double check, see if that's the same one, because I think I have. I just didn't know the name of it. And then I've been hearing. Wow. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't worry so much about the bird flu. I know it's frustrating because eggs have gone up in price, but as a backyard chicken keeper, the best thing I can do is to keep the girls in and I keep up with what's happening in our area with our local extension office. Wait a minute. It's the university I get the text messages from that is keeping an eye on it for us. And so far, nothing has been reported in our area. So I don't stress over it maybe so bad, at most that I'm going to do is I'll hang a shower curtain on their outdoor run, and I'll get up there on one end with the shower hook clips, and then on the other, I'll just take zip ties and just to keep, aerial poop off, and then the girls just won't free range until it warms up. I don't worry so much. I live in a city. We're also in an HOA. We're not allowed to have chickens in our backyard. I live in a city that bans chickens. So I am a legal chicken owner because they live on my friend's property, which is literally right off my house. You don't realize that it's the neighbor's land. And I have, been turned into the city. The city is fully aware that I own chickens, but there's nothing that they can do. And I delivered eggs to the city hall when I found out I was being turned in. I'm like, here's some eggs. You know what I mean? So there has been talk in our town, or city, I should say, recently that they want that change because our city is surrounded by cities with some sort of poultry acceptance. So we'll see if that goes. I'm considering going before council and having that conversation and just saying, I'm probably the only city resident that legally owns chickens 15 feet off the house. You know what I mean? And they're living on a friend's farm. And I've been doing this. In March, I'll have hit my 5th year owning chickens. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of mystery to it, a lot of misconceptions to owning poultry. And in looking at the city ordinances, they really don't have to reinvent the wheel. That's just my opinion.
Now, let me ask you this, Glenda. I heard that a lot of cities are reconsidering chickens only if they have hens and not a rooster with their hens.
Right.
Because hens are very quiet. I guess
Yeah.
compared to you're waking you up every morning or something.
So they do. I don't ever want to say hens are quiet. I'll never say that.
No, they have big chat.
So anyhow, um, I'll never say that. But what I will say is that when they lay an egg, they sing a song. And
Mhm,
yeah, they, I mean, your neighbors are going to hear the song, but it only lasts a couple of minutes and it's over
mhm.
when they're done singing. And then they do warn if there's a predator out
Oh,
there.
yeah. Yes, yes.
So, yeah. So, I mean, they do make noise, but dogs make noise too. I'm not,
Very much.
and I want to say this, I'm not against roosters because my neighbor has roosters. And if I could ever have one, and I wanted a rooster, which I don't, but if I ever did, I would
Mhm.
ask to pay for one from their lineage. Joe, don't worry about it. I want you sitting back and relaxing. You're good. I appreciate you here. Don't stress. So anyhow, I would take one of their roosters. So I'm not against it. But
Right.
my thing with the city, I understand where they're coming from, but let me be a devil's advocate to this too. So there are aggressive dogs living in our city limits,
Yes,
and there are dogs that bark 24/7.
yes, ma'am.
And so devil's advocate in me would say, don't ban a rooster, but if you treat it like you do an aggressive dog, that's but I
Right.
get where they're coming at with hens only. Like I like sit in the middle, and I
I
can
I'm
I
saying I
get
think
both
some
sides.
cities I'm just saying I've been hearing that some places are starting to allow hens only, is what I'm hearing. So,
In our
that's what I'm
area, yeah, most of the cities in our area is hens only. There's a couple
right.
that I know you're allowed to have a rooster, and there is
Mhm.
a place for a time and a place for a rooster too. They are really good protectors.
Yeah,
Again, I'm not gonna, it's my choice. I don't want a rooster. I
right,
have little ones, and I want my little ones to come over, and I'm not gonna have to worry about my little ones
right,
feeding. Because my oldest one, she'll go out there and she doesn't know how to throw the feed,
right,
and
right.
she'll pick the container up, and she literally, like, she goes, "He go," and she literally dumps it in one spot. And I don't want a rooster to attack her
Right.
because you just don't
Absolutely.
know. And then as my other one gets a little bit bigger, it's one of those. I want to just make
Right.
sure. So let's see, what am I suggest to say? I should, by putting out a hidden speaker in my backyard and play chicken. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's funny. Well, I have chicken figurines in my front yard, you know?
Yeah,
So, I
yeah.
mean, that's my way of saying, the chickens live here. I've got chicken figurines. You can't miss them,
Right,
right?
right. And your sister has a goose.
She does. And so does my oldest. She's got a goose too.
Yes, that was news to me when we all got together recently. Yes,
Both
yes,
of
yes.
them. And they
Of course,
decorate the geese.
they're
Huh?
concrete. They're
They're
concrete.
Maybe I need to join in and get a chicken one.
I think it would be cool. And then they dress them up for the holidays and the seasons.
Mhm.
And I think that would be our we had a landlord years and years ago when we first moved to our town, and he and his son made concrete geese. I guess they would make them, and all kinds of figurines, but mainly they just sold. That's how when having a goose was real popular
Oh,
about 40
yeah.
years ago. Hmm.
I
Yeah.
remember when the geese were, having one on your
Yeah.
front porch was popular.
Yes, you remember that. Yes.
Apparently, it's the what it see. It's, well, my oldest is a late millennial, so She's one of the last of the millennial generations, as is my sister. Well, wait, she's one. Yeah, she's a baby. So I guess it's her generation that's bringing back the goose on the front porch, because my daughter was telling me, she's like, Mom, you have no idea how many people my age have them on their porch. And I just thought that was so interesting that this generation is bringing back something that I remember from my childhood.
I know. It comes back. Save it. If people put their goose in the garage, bring it back out if it's in good shape, because it's. Oh, and your daughter also said, my neighbor, the reason I know what she wants is my neighbor has what she wants, and they're about 40 years old. They were from another neighbor that moved away. She'd like the little Dutch boy and girl that were together.
And that was news to me too, that my daughter wanted that.
And I said, you won't believe this. My neighbor actually has the little Dutch boy and the little Dutch girl, and they're not. I don't think they're kissing, but they're kind of leaned over.
They're leaning in. Yeah,
yeah. And I've watched that. I've seen that statues out there for like over 20 years now.
I know. The other thing that I find fascinating with my kids' generation is, well, my bonus son. Okay, so I never call my bonus kids or my in-laws. So just kind of notice he's a bonus. He's mine. I told him, you're my favorite.
Yes,
he's into what's that glowing dishes, the uranium glass.
And yes, I was going to tell you, she has listed on her card, our get-together card, that she likes uranium glass now. And so does your sister, and your sister collects it too.
Not the same one that has the goose. It's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, your daughter wants uranium, but your sister collects uranium.
I know. Well, my daughter and my bonus son bought a China hutch, and they put black lights in, and then they put all of their uranium glass, and at night they turn that black light on, and it just glows.
Alien. It's very alien.
It is very alien. And then I did not know she was paying attention to this, but one of our local thrift stores does an auction. And the last time she was up here, we went to this thrift store, and she goes, "Can I see this uranium piece?"
Right.
She bid on it and she won. I had to go pick it up for her because she lives several hours away. Yes. I went and picked her up, and she goes, "This is my husband's Valentine's gift, my bonus son." So so I have bonus son. If you're watching, I have your Valentine's gift. I'm going to make it glow tonight. I think it's pretty cool.
They're really cool. They really are. Yes,
they really are. I want a porch goose to dress up so bad. I think it would be so fun and inviting. I think they sell them at Joann Fabrics. I know that a lot of them are going out of business, but I think they do that. So there's a channel I follow that has a boy and a girl goose, dresses up for the seasons and the holidays. She keeps them on the porch of her greenhouse. Oh.
Yeah.
That is so. I wonder if my daughter's watching something like that. I'll have to find out. I always learn something new from her, my own child. I mean, it's like, I know you were into this. This is pretty cool. Carlene worked at a uranium plant. I'll probably glow at night. Let's not my bonus kid. He might want to put you in the China hutch and let you glow.
Yeah, China cabinet.
Hey,
hello, Neil.
So glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, hello, beautiful ladies. You look so pretty. Okay. There you are.
Oh, goodness.
There you go. Anyhow, well,
look at that.
I know. And then Joe, he's saying hi. Hey, I was wanting to know if you'd like to play a little game with me, and I want everybody in the chat to play along too. Okay. It's one of my favorite games.
Okay, I'll have to say my answer because I don't
Oh,
have
that's
my phone.
fine. Say your answer. But real quick, I got a question for you. Do you have a snack?
I can get a snack.
Want to go get a snack and come back? Because it
Oh,
is the
I'd love.
official Lynn show.
I'll go get a. I thought
Okay,
about it. Everybody,
go,
everybody,
go
go
get
get your snack.
go get a snack. And she'll be right back. And then we're going to play a game called Would You Rather. And I want everybody in the channel to join in on this with me. It's something that I used to do when I used to interview people when I first started. And it's a fun, it's lighthearted. So you want to type in the very first thing that you're thinking. So while we're waiting for Aunt Lynn, let me ask you guys, would you rather be itchy or sticky forever? Like, which would you rather be? Itchy or sticky forever and ever and ever? Let me know in the chat what your response is. Let's see here. They're always digging up flower pots and planters, right? Yeah. That's okay. So I see some people coming in. Hey, it's BNS Odyssey. Hey, thank you for coming in. We're just playing a game. Would you rather? And the question was, would you rather be itchy or sticky forever? So let's see here. She wants to be sticky. And let's see here. Carlene said sticky. And Fisherman 506 said sticky. Oh, Bushcraft family is here. Hey, what's up? What's up? So glad you're here. Apologize for the voice. Troy said sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'd rather be itchy.
Ooh, okay.
And then I think I got everybody. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody up. Which would you rather be, itchy or sticky forever, Aunt Lynn?
Sticky.
Sticky.
I have enough itches that bug me at night. When I get in bed, all of a sudden I'll get an itch on my leg, and it's like, oh no. So
sticky. Oh, yep. And Scott said sticky. I think I'm with you too. Okay. It is the official Ann Lynn show. And if you guys watch on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they always have snack time. So I got me some popcorn. What kind of cookie is that?
I would like to have popcorn.
I know. I'm sorry. What kind of cookie is that?
It is an old-fashioned lemon soft cookie. A lemon cookie.
Oh man, that sounds so good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, and it's lemony too.
And Rebecca said sticky.
Oh.
Hey, Henry. So glad you're here. Let's see here. Karma's eating almonds.
Ooh,
Carly,
I wish I could eat almonds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love anything lemon. That cookie sounds good. I have some ice cream in the freezer. I might end up eating that for dinner. All right. Would you rather never be able to use the phone again or never be able to use the computer again?
Oh. I know.
You know what? Oh, okay. Well, let's let everybody catch up. Oh,
Yeah,
Xander's here. Hi. He slid right in for the last 15 minutes. I'm glad you're here. You're right on time. And Rebecca said, I'm already itchy.
Oh, that's what I mean. Itchy is not fun.
Okay, so let's go back to the question. Would you rather never be able to use the phone again or never be able to use the computer again? Let's see what people are saying. See here, she said, Psalm 146 said phone. Hang on a second. Xander said phone. Karma said phone. Alfonso said phone. I've been without a computer. I've been without both, in fact. Oh, man. Fisherman 506 said phone. Oh, she's changing her mind. Wait, computer, because I don't have one. Oh, Trip. Trip back. You got to pull it forward, Trip. You're a little bit behind. But Trip said sticky from the previous question. See here, phone. And yeah, I'm still a squeaker. And Neil said phone. And Scott said phone. Carlene said computer. Karma said you can make calls on via the computer, and the computer lets you connect with so many others and do so many things on a bigger screen. That's a good point. Rebecca said phone. And Henry said phone. So what's your answer?
I was going to say phone. I mean computer. But I guess I'll say phone because I guess I'll say phone.
Yeah, my thing is I would say computer. No, phone. I don't know that I could, I mean, honestly, I could live without my phone. There are times that I want to take it and go, I mean, I hate that we've turned into this thing where we have to text message. I hate texting. Hate it.
I do too. Just call. That's why I say I could almost get rid of my computer because I could call people. But you can call my computer now, but I don't use my computer to make phone calls. But I'm just not into texting as much as I am. I'll just call you up.
Yeah, if you need to tell me something, call me. And a lot of times, you need to call me. Let's see here. I can call Japan, Italy, and Ossaville on the computer versus the phone. See, because you're using the Wi-Fi.
Right.
I still want to be able to contact my friends, so I'll give up my computer. Okay.
Yep.
But now, Trip, you'd have to call me through you'd have to do it through my computer. Like call me from your phone and into my computer so I can answer.
Right.
Okay.
Unless we give up our computer.
Right. Okay. So my next question. Would you rather never eat your favorite meal again or have to eat your least favorite meal once a week? Let me read that again. Sure. Would you rather never eat your favorite meal again or have to eat your least favorite meal once a week? So what's your least favorite meal? While we're letting everybody put in the chat.
I have several. Something you probably don't know about me that I am not a kielbasa person.
Really?
No. I will eat it once it's cooked. My son, your cousin that lives here, likes kielbasa and wants to make it for me all the time. And cameraman likes kielbasa and wants me to. And it's a good, reasonable, cheap meal. I mean, kielbasa and baked beans, or something, whatever. That probably is one of my least favorite foods. I would like to have some jambalaya or some shrimp and grits, but leave the sausage out. That's me.
No, that's okay. I'm going to tell you mine, which has got a funny story. So my least favorite is any of the hamburger or tuna helper meals. Any of them. I hate them all. I think
that's a number 2 with me. Yes.
Is that? See, high five. High five.
I actually just bought a box of a tuna helper about 3 weeks ago in a grocery store, and that's probably the first one I have bought in 35 years. I thought it might be a good one just to have as an emergency.
Well,
it's still in my cabinet. It's still in the cabinet.
No, I don't blame you. So I grew up on this, and that's all my mother would make, and now I hate it. Now I will make tuna, like a tuna casserole from scratch, or I'll make a hamburger meal from scratch.
Gosh, kind of a thing.
Scratch is totally different. I'm talking about from the box. there's something to the taste of it that I don't care for. And
Mhm.
when we moved back to Indiana, my youngest was with my mother. And it was a funny story because it was just her and him. And she said, "Hey, what do you want for dinner? What do you think? Maybe some hamburger helper?" And he goes, "Grandma, what's hamburger helper? I don't know what that is." And he
Yes,
told
yeah,
on me. And my mother went, "You mean to tell me your mother has never made you hamburger helper before?"
no.
And he said, "No." And let me tell you, that was my son's favorite meal. And so for a
Yeah,
long time, my mom, like while he was a teenager too, anytime she made hamburger helper and she was home and living in the area, she'd get a little container and make sure that my youngest had hamburger helper because
yes,
they never
yes, yes,
had it. I mean, I never bought it, but now I made it from scratch. Made those, that's totally different. Let's see
that's
here.
right.
I already eat my least favorite meal once a week. Oh, you're going to have to tell me what that is. Eat
Oh,
my
she'll
least
tell. Yes.
eat my least favorite meal once a week.
Yep.
Okay, Alfonso said eat my least favorite meal once a week. Fisherman 506 least. Joey
Ooh.
says least. And I also have to give it my favorite meal because it has soy in it. Oh no. I wonder if you're
Oh,
allergic to it. Eat least favorite once a week. Okra. You
yes.
know, I'm
Now,
trying to like that. I'm trying. I will eat most anything except Brussels sprouts, and I don't like what my mom called Dago. Okay. I eat what's made for me and say thank you. That's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. They aren't cooking it right for you. Let's see here. That depends. If there's a famine, I'll eat menudo. Wonder what that is.
Menudo.
Menudo every
Menudo.
week and be grateful for it. If not, I will go without my favorite because it can be replaced with other stuff. My least favorite is liver and onions. High
That
five
no,
for
I
Carlene.
like liver and
High,
onions. Yeah.
high five for Carlene. Oh, my grandmother, your mom. Oh, I'd go over to her house and
I
she's like,
like it.
"This
I like
tastes like steak. This is the best thing." And ugh. Oh, I do
it. Yep.
not like fish, especially tuna casserole, and tuna that is hot. Hamburger helper is awesome. Mac and cheeseburger. My son would say the same thing. I
She
just make
would.
it from scratch. I am the cook in my home and won't cook any food that I won't eat. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Amen. So we suffer, don't we, Carlene?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Least some fish. I see, I haven't had liver and onions in forever, but I did like it as a child. And then okra comes in second. Yeah, I
Mm.
think I could. If it was hamburger helper, I would do it once a week. I'd suffer through it.
You get some.
Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
just to have my favorite. You know what my favorite is?
Oh.
Well, let's see here real quick. Menudo is dried in a tomato. Ooh, that doesn't
Okay.
sound good.
That doesn't sound good, does it? Oh, we've got to. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, my one of my favorites, I should say. Oh wait, hang on. Trip said something. Eat the
You would eat
least
this.
favorite.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Oh, and Ginger's here. Hey,
Hi,
Ginger, thank you for
Ginger.
stopping in. One of my
Hi.
favorite meals is your taco salad.
Oh, thank you. Would you like that for our next get together?
I won't offend me. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
I don't
it
have
will.
to bring the main dish. I
It
don't have
won't
to.
offend me. Like I love your taco salad.
Well, I
Oh,
brought lasagna last time, so I
lasagna was off the charts too.
thank you, thank you.
I ain't
Um,
complaining. Anything
Not
this
everyone
woman
in
makes.
my family appreciates the way we make it, but we love it the way we make it, don't we?
Oh my gosh. Well, anything you make is good. I don't
Ah, thank
think
you,
I
thank
had anything I didn't like. All right, we're going to do one last question,
Well,
okay?
maybe I could make liver and onions for you and call it steak, and you could come eat.
No, thank you. I will probably throw up, and
I
it
could
won't
be
be
like grandma.
pretty.
It tastes like steak.
Yeah, and then I'll have a puking like session. I'm sorry. All right, my
Oh,
last question.
okay.
Would you
And
rather
yeah,
would you rather give a pig a walk, like take a pig on a walk,
Yeah.
or a turtle on a walk?
Oh, pig.
You think a pig
Piggy for me. Piggy, piggy, piggy.
for you? Well, I have to say, I haven't walked a turtle, but I have walked with a tortoise.
I know you've walked. Yes,
I mean,
you've had to have a tortoise.
yeah, we had, well, my daughter, she has a tortoise, and he is a Russian tortoise. And
Yep.
so when she went off to college, I would take, his name was Vladimir. He was my favorite little Russian spy. So I took Vladimir out and he's only like this big, like he's full grown. He's still going, but you put him out, and I kept walking behind. All my neighbors thought I was crazy standing there looking at something on the ground. Like I just stood there forever, just watching
Yeah.
to make sure he wouldn't take off. And sometimes he would like go pretty fast for a little tortoise.
Yeah.
So
For a
I can
tortoise.
say I've taken a tortoise on a walk, and I'd do it
There
again.
you
He's
go.
my little Russian
Oh,
spy. He left with his mama, but all right,
oh.
let's see
Yes.
here real quick. Ginger said a turtle. She's got pigs.
Yes.
She knows what she's talking about. Probably didn't want to take
Yes.
a pig out for nothing. Let's see here. Alfonso, whoops, sorry. Let me hit that one more time. Take a pig on a walk.
We're together on that one.
And then Psalm 146 in Garden says, I'll take a turtle in my pocket, right? I pick a turtle up. Carlene says a pig. I know there's a lot of people who walk with their pigs. Karma
Yes.
says a turtle. I've tried to walk with a pig in a show ring. They don't listen. Let's see here. Alexander says turtles can be fast depending on the turtle, but I'll take the pig since I've done the turtle already. Let's see here. Oh, one more time. I'm going with turtle. I can pick it up, right? And then turtle, but I took my goat for a walk. Oh, that's pretty cool. A lot of people do that.
Right.
So anyhow,
Karma asked about my taco. Do you want me to just tell it real quick?
Yeah,
Just quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
In a nutshell, the older I get, I don't do my fresh lettuce anymore. I go to Walmart. I buy the shredded lettuce that's already in a package. You take your hamburger and you put it in the pan and you get it browned up. You take a pack of taco mix and you put that in with just a little bit of water and let that finish. You chop up your tomatoes. You can half, if you're doing small tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, half those. If not, just chop your tomatoes up. Get you some sharp cheddar cheese, a package of sharp cheddar cheese. Get some round nachos, the little round ones. I like the bite-sized one. And then you're going to take and put your lettuce in the bowl. You're going to put your cheese in the bowl. You're going to put your tomatoes in the bowl and your hot hamburger mix over everything. And then your nachos are in there. Then you're going to take ranch dressing, and you're going to squeeze that ranch dressing all over it, and you're going to mix, and it takes all of about 15 minutes, and you have dinner. So there you go.
And there's a variation that I did.
Yeah.
And all I did was instead of using nacho chips, I used Doritos.
Oh, Doritos are great. You can put salsa. Oh, salsa is, you can mix it all up, put it on your bowl, and put salsa over it. It's fabulous. But with your ranch dressing. And you can also get Glenda's guacamole.
Oh, I make the best guacamole.
I was hoping you might make guac if I make taco.
If you make taco salad, I'll make the guacamole. I do make a mean guacamole.
Guac is off the chart. It is.
It's so good.
You just get a fork and eat it.
I know.
Nachos. Yes, nachos with her guac.
Yes, so good. So good. Well, Aunt Lynn, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me this evening and hanging out. And I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys that's been in the chat and those who are watching the replay. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And Jesse said it. He was heading out the door. He's hoping to see you there. He's getting ready to go live in 15 minutes. I hope you have time. I want you all to go to the bathroom.
I need to
snack. Grab your favorite drink, because I know the Lazy Crew has a fun show for you. So we will see you all same time, same place next week. You all have a blessed day. Be kind to one another. You just don't know what somebody's going through. Bye.
Bye.